Hello! Thank you for taking the time to watch this web presentation on the Maryland Transportation Plan. Given all the technological changes going on around us, I cannot imagine a more exciting time for transportation. With the emergence of electric vehicles, autonomous cars, hyperloops, and drones, we must consider how these all interact with and complement our existing transportation systems. As we look 20 years down the road, we need to define what we want our transportation system to achieve and how it will benefit all Marylanders. This is why the Maryland Transportation Plan is so important. It outlines the state's transportation priorities and it helps guide statewide investment decisions for the next 20 years. But at the same time, the plan has to reflect the needs of our citizens, both today's and tomorrow's. That's why we are asking for your input. We want to know what goals and objectives are most important to you and what priorities will best serve you. Only with broad input can we create a transportation plan that benefits everyone. So, take advantage of this opportunity and go to the website listed at the end of this video to learn more about the Maryland Transportation Plan and let us know what you think. And thank you for joining us in this effort to create the best transportation plan for Maryland.
Hello, my name is Michelle Martin, and I am leading the development of the Maryland Transportation Plan, the 20-year vision for transportation in Maryland. To continue to receive federal funding, we must, by law, submit this plan to the governor, the legislature, and the federal government by January of 2019. While the plan contains goals, objectives, strategies, and performance measures, it does not include transportation projects. This plan is critical to Maryland as it provides policy direction for how MDOT will invest in transportation over the next 20 years. But now is the time for the citizens of Maryland to decide how MDOT should invest in funding for our state's transportation system. Maryland's transportation system is built from an interconnected network of various transportation modes. It includes highways, toll facilities, non-motorized transportation options, airports, buses, metro subway, light rail, and ports. Moving both people and goods, our highway system has over 17,000 lane miles of roads, and over 95% of Maryland's freight tonnage is carried by truck over our highways. More than 700 miles of sidewalks exist along Maryland state roads, in addition to 68 miles of bicycle and shared use lanes. Maryland has 343 miles of rail trails, which connect to other modes of transportation like commuter rail and buses. Our transit system of bus, light rail, metro subway, and commuter rail helps 248 million passengers every year get to the places they need to go. And if they need to go to the airport, the Baltimore-Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport can take them anywhere in the world. They move over 25 million passengers every year. Along with BWI, MDOT's Aviation Administration also operates Martin State Airport and supports regional airports around the state. The Port of Baltimore handles more than 32 million tons of cargo per year, making it one of the fastest growing and busiest ports on the East Coast. And over 400,000 passengers passed through the Cruise Maryland terminal in 2017 on cruise lines such as Carnival and Royal Caribbean. And Maryland's rail network consists of over 1,100 miles of public and privately owned track carrying both freight and passengers. Though Maryland is the 9th smallest state in the country, it contains a remarkable degree of geographic diversity, from the mountains in the west to the ocean in the east. Maryland's 5 regions include the Eastern Shore, the Baltimore Metropolitan Region, the Washington Metropolitan Region, Southern Maryland, and Western Maryland. These regions have their own unique character and distinct transportation needs, each affected by population growth, economic changes, travel trends, employment, and technological advances. The population in Maryland has been growing and is anticipated to grow at about 14% through 2040. It is of note that Maryland's over 65 age group is growing at a faster rate and moving to non-urban areas. Employment in Maryland is concentrated in key locations near major cities and along transportation arteries. Most Marylanders drive alone in their commute to work, leading to the current increase in vehicle miles traveled and decrease in transit use. Emerging technologies are impacting transportation in exciting and challenging ways. One trend is the increased use of electric vehicles and the necessary infrastructure. There is now one registered electric vehicle for every 629 people in Maryland. Technology is changing how we interact with our transportation system, navigating with our smartphones, posting real-time traveler information, truck platooning, easy pass technology, future high-speed rail, connected and self-driving vehicles. Other transportation challenges and issues include ensuring the safety and security of the transportation system, improving our aging transportation infrastructure, relieving congestion and bottlenecks, addressing a shift to online shopping and its effect on freight distribution and passenger traffic, and addressing on-demand transportation like Uber and Lyft. Through extensive outreach to our citizens, as well as regional, state, and local partners, we have collected your transportation priorities to develop goals, objectives, and transportation strategies. These goals include ensure a safe, secure, and resilient transportation system, maintain a high standard and modernize Maryland's multimodal transportation system, improve the quality and efficiency of the transportation system to enhance the customer experience, provide better transportation choices and connections, facilitate economic opportunity and reduce congestion in Maryland through strategic system expansion, ensure environmental protection and sensitivity, and promote fiscal responsibility. So please visit the 2040 Maryland Transportation Plan website at mdot.maryland.gov/MTP. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about the Maryland Transportation Plan.